Hello guys, how are you? I'm Shubhi Jain and I hope that you guys are doing really great. Well, before this video, we studied that how a contract come into an existence, what is an offer, what is an acceptance. And based upon that knowledge of ours, we can say that when an offer gets its acceptance, a promise comes into an existence. But when this promise gets attached with a consideration, an agreement comes into an existence. Thus, to form an agreement, we need a consideration as well with the promise. A promise without a consideration can never ever convert itself into an agreement. So let's understand, what do you understand by a consideration? Consideration has been defined under section 2D of the Indian Contract Act 1872. So now let's understand rules for valid consideration. This can be learned with the help of a very simple story, the heading of which will be Durga Prasad ne Baldev se valid consideration mangi, where valid consideration is the name of the question and Durga Prasad versus Baldev will be the important case law under this question. The story goes as follows. दुर्गा की डिजायर थी कि वो बलदेव और उसके साथियों, that is the promisee, को एग्जीक्यूट करे उनके पास्ट के कामों के लिए. बलदेव पहले एडिक्वेट इंसान नहीं था, वो अनलॉफुल काम करता था, इसीलिए दुर्गा उससे रियल में उसके कामों के लिए लीगली बाउंड कराना चाहती थी. In this story, all the words which are been highlighted represent the various important rules. For example, the desire represents consideration must move at the desire of the promiser. Then, second point deals with consideration may move from promisee or any other person, that is Baldev or uske sathi. Executed or executory consideration. The consideration can be of either of these two types. Consideration may be past, present, or future. Thus, the word past. Then is consideration need not be adequate. Word adequate represents this word. Then consideration must not be unlawful, immoral, or opposed to public policy. Thus, unlawful. Consideration must be real and not illusionary. The word real represents it. Then is performance of what one is legally bound to perform. So, legally bound. But with the help of this story, it will be very easy for you to remember all these 8 points. Now the next question will be suit by a third party to a contract. We generally know that there cannot be a stranger to a contract, but there can definitely be a stranger to a consideration. How can we say that? Because as per section 2D, it clearly states that consideration must move at the desire of promiser by the promisee or another person or another party on behalf of the promisee. Thus, there can be a stranger to the consideration, but there cannot be a stranger to the contract. The rule that there cannot be a stranger to a contract is known as doctrine of privity of contract. This doctrine just simply states that a stranger to a contract cannot sue for the purpose or for the clauses that are written into the contract. This will be dealt in the later videos in respect of the contract. The next question is agreements without consideration. As per the definition of agreement under section 2E, every promise or every set of promises forming consideration for each other. This definition clearly explains that there has to be a consideration along with the promise to form an agreement. But there are certain cases where an agreement will be valid even if there is no consideration. There are 7 such exceptions given under the Indian Contract Act under section 25, which can be learned with the help of this simple story. That is, माँ बेटे से without consideration love करती है. Here, the question is without consideration represents the question. माँ बेटे is just a storyline that we have created for it. The story goes as माँ को बेटे से natural love करती है, इसीलिए उसको voluntary services देती है. सबकी मम्मियाँ, they do a lot of things for us. सो वॉलंटरी सर्विसेज, जब वो कोई गलती करता है तो टाइम बार्ड पर उसकी बेलमेंट करवाती है, उसके लिए डिफरेंट एजेंसी को गिफ्ट और चैरिटी देती है. We all know that our mothers do a lot of charity for us, for at various times. पास हो जाए, हाय मेरा बेटा, मन्नत के धागे बांध दिए and all. We should respect all of these things a lot. But right now, let's get back to the story, which states that माँ को बेटे से नेचुरल लव करती है, इसीलिए उसको वॉलंटरी सर्विसेज देती है. जब कोई गलती करता है तो टाइम बार्ड पर उसकी बेलमेंट करवाती है, उसके लिए डिफरेंट एजेंसी को गिफ्ट एंड चैरिटी देती है. Natural love represents our first exception, that is natural love and affection. Voluntary services represents the second exception, which states that compensation for past voluntary services. Then next will be promise to pay time-barred debts, then agency, completed gifts, bailment, and charity. So these were all the exceptions which have been stated under Section 25 of the Indian Contract Act, where agreements are allowed to be made even if they lack the consideration question in them. So I really hope that these videos are helping you guys a lot. Just stay tuned more, and all the best for your exams.